guys, MightMouse74 with yet another video review. We're going to be taking a look at the first edition Transformers Prime Voyager Bulkhead. Very cool looking figure. Right now we're just going to quickly take a look at the back. Shows you a picture of Bulkhead in his robot mode and his vehicle mode. As you can see alongside of the box, a nice picture of Bulkhead. Comes with a very nice cardboard display stand, which I'll be using in my reviews. On one side you get the Decepticon logo, and on the other side you get an Autobot logo. So here in the back, it shows you a picture of Bulkhead in his robot mode and his vehicle mode. Also comes with an Energon Maze, which I'll also be showing you. On the bottom, there's Optimus Prime, RC, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Cliffjumper, and Bulkhead. Another figure you can also collect, there's Voyager Optimus Prime, which I already did. Down at the bottom of the box, it says Transformers Prime. So without further ado, let's get this guy in his vehicle mode and see what he's all about. So here we have Transformers Prime Bulkhead in his vehicle mode. Some say he looks like a Hummer, but for the sake of this review, we're just going to go with truck mode because that's what it says on the back of the packaging. As you can see, it does come with a very nice display stand and his Energon Maze, which I'll show you that a little bit later on. But right now, I'll just give you guys a full 360, that way you guys can see what he looks like all around. Really cool figure, but the only downfall I have is he doesn't have an Autobot logo located on the figure, but what are you going to do? You can't really do too much. On the display stand, on one side you get the Decepticon logo, on the other side you get the Autobot logo, and on the center of this display stand you get Transformers Prime. So again, like I said, it does come with this Energon Maze. Actually, it's pretty well detailed. Black on the top and bottom, silver along the side, and it has spikes pretty much all over. And you can't store that in vehicle mode. There's a hole right here and a peg right there, and you just peg that in just like so. So now I'll give you guys a close-up and then we can get into some of the detail. So for detail wise, you can see that it has a little bit of darker green along the windows right here. Some silver detailing for the window there, and the windows are a clear translucent. Some more dark green along the bottom here, and some silver right there. And you have some red detailing for the backup lights here, and right there, some more silver detailing right there. I imagine it's supposed to be for the license plate. Some black detailing down here. And again, on the other side, some more silver detailing for the window. Some dark green for the detailing all around the window right here and right there as well. And down here, and more silver detailing down there as well. Come along the front, you get some yellow detailing for the lights on the front here and right there. Some silver detailing for the grill. So that's pretty cool. So for size comparison in vehicle mode, here we have Transformers Prime Voyager Optimus Prime with Bulkhead. Here they are side by side. So I'll give you guys a full 360 all around, that way you guys can see the size difference. Optimus Prime is a little bit more taller and longer, as Bulkhead is a little bit more bulkier in vehicle mode. So this is the size comparison between Voyager Optimus Prime and Voyager Bulkhead. So for another size comparison with the Deluxe, here is Transformers Prime Voyager Bulkhead with Transformers Prime Deluxe Cliffjumper. So here they are side by side. So I'll give you guys a full 360. That way you guys can see all around. You can obviously tell the size difference between Bulkhead and Cliffjumper. Bulkhead is a lot more taller. Cliffjumper is a little bit more smaller because he's a sports car. And Bulkhead again is a more bulkier than Cliffjumper. I'll give you guys a final look of Voyager Bulkhead in his vehicle mode before I show you how to put him in his robot mode. Very cool looking figure. If you see him in stores, then I'd definitely pick him up without a shadow of a doubt. Pick him up. You won't regret it. Very awesome. So to go ahead and put Bulkhead in robot mode, what you want to do is you want to lift this up out of the way and bring his feet down. Kind of like angle him out, bring him down like so, and then kind of straighten him out. And then you want to bring out his feet. And they're really in there quite tight. And then do the same with the other side. You just want to create his feet. So that'll be somewhat the first step, what you want to do. So next what you want to do after you get the legs transformed, come around the back and you want to lift this part up, which will also lift this up as well. So just kind of lift this up out of the way like so and kind of lift that up. And then you want to loosen all along the side, like if I can do it for you. Just all along the side, you want to loosen that up. Do the same thing on this side. You want to loosen all this up. Just like that. So after you have it somewhat looking like this, what you want to do is come around to the back with the arms, and you want to just pull the arms out, extend the arms out like so. Do the same thing with the other arm. Extend the other arm out just like so. And then you want to kind of lift this up out of the way and then pull this down. And then this kind of brings down just like that. And then just fold this in just like that. So then after you fold the bumper down, you want to take these two sections on both sides and very carefully you want to lift them up. And then you want to take this section here. And if I can do it, it's kind of a little bit tricky. And then you want to fold that up like so. Do the same thing with the other side. Lift this up and do the same thing with this section. You want to make sure that section is folded up on both sides, just like so. And then this part here, you want to clip that in this hole there. There's a peg, and then there's a hole. You just clip that in there, and there you pretty much have Bulkhead's chest. Just a note before I continue, there's these green pegs, if you guys can see. There's a peg right there, and there's a green peg right there. You want to bring this up as high as you can go, just like that. Just like that. That's pretty much how you want Bulkhead's chest to be. Just I wanted to point that out before I continue. Next, what you want to do, you want to take these side windows and move them to the front, and then do the same thing with the other side. You want to take the side window and move that to the front. And then these here, if I can show you, these move up and then rotate in like this. And then just kind of bring them to the back for now. And then do the same thing with the other side. You want to make sure this is to the front, and then this will rotate up. And then this goes like so. And then just kind of bring this to the back for now. Next, what you want to do is you want to get the arms out of the way so you can get Bulkhead's head out. So bring the arms out on the front, just kind of get them out of the way. Come around the back, and then there's Bulkhead's head. And then you just want to bring this down and have this on an angle a little bit. And then you want to flip up Bulkhead's head, just like so. And then if you guys can see, there's two holes, one right there, and there's one right there, and there's two pegs, one right there, and there's one right there. You just want to push that down like so, just kind of rest it on there. If I can show you, just like that. And then there you have Bulkhead's head. Next, what you want to do, you want to come around to the back of Bulkhead. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a peg right there, and there's a hole right in there. And same with the other side, there's a hole right there, and there's a peg right there. And you want to put those pegs in that hole, if I can show you, just like that, and then bring that wheel back. Do the same thing with this side. You want to put that in here, just like so, and then just like that. And then you have the back pretty much done. So I just wanted to point that out. Last but not least are his hands. So you just want to take take his hands, if I can show you, bring his fist out like so, rotate like that, and bring that down, and then just kind of rest that there, the shoulder pad like so. Do the same thing with the other hand, bring his fist out. Just like so. And then you rotate this down, right there, bring that down, and then rest the shoulder pad just like so, and kind of straighten everything all out. And there you have Bulkhead in his awesome robot mode. So here we have Transformers Prime Bulkhead in his full robot mode. Absolutely gorgeous. Awesome looking figure. I'll give you guys a full 360, that way you guys can see how awesome he is. And then I'll show you where you can store his Energon Maze on his fist and on the back. The only downfall I have is he doesn't have an Autobot logo in robot mode or in vehicle mode. Other than that, he's perfect. Absolutely phenomenal. So to store his Energon Maze, you can store it on his fist. Right here, you just lift the fist back up and there's a hole and a peg where the Energon Maze is, and you just plug that in here just like so. And then there he is holding his Energon Maze. If you don't like it there, then you can easily store it on the back. Just bring his fist out. And then turn around or turn around the back. And there's a hole right there, and again, you can just see if I can give you guys a close-up, and just plug that in here just like, and that pegs in there just like, that in robot mode. So it actually stays pretty good. Just fix them up a little bit, straighten them out. So I'll give you guys a close-up, and then we'll get into some of the detail. To show you how awesome he looks in robot mode. The detail is actually quite nice. I really like how blue his eyes are. His eyes are really cool looking. So there is some red detailing for the backup lights right there, and some black detailing right there again for the back of the vehicle. And again, you get the dark green detailing along the windows in vehicle mode. So pretty much the detail is pretty much the same. Here's the back side of Bulkhead. This is the left side. Really cool figure. So now I'll give you guys a size comparison. So for a size comparison in robot mode, here he is again with Transformers Prime Voyager Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is just a little bit more taller, but Bulkhead is just a little bit more bulkier in robot mode. I'll give you guys a full 360 all around, that way you guys can tell the size difference between the two figures. So that's the size comparison between Voyager Bulkhead and Voyager Optimus Prime. For another size comparison, here he is with the Deluxe figure, Transformers Prime Deluxe Cliffjumper. You can obviously tell the size difference between the two figures. Bulkhead is a little bit more taller and bulkier, whereas Cliffjumper is a little bit more smaller and a little bit more skinnier. So again, I'll give you guys a full 360. That way you guys can see the difference between the two figures. So that's just another size comparison between Transformers Voyager Bulkhead and Transformers Prime Deluxe Cliffjumper. So here we have all three figures standing together. You can clearly see that Transformers Prime Voyager Optimus Prime towers all three figures. So we have Transformers Prime Voyager Bulkhead, Transformers Prime Voyager Optimus Prime, and Transformers Prime Deluxe Cliffjumper. So I just wanted to throw that in there for you guys. So I'll give you guys another final look of Transformers Prime Voyager Bulkhead in his awesome looking robot mode before I show you how to put him back into his vehicle mode. Really cool figure, I just can't say enough about him. Really awesome looking figure. If you see him in stores, then I highly recommend to pick him up. You guys will not regret it. But like I said, the only downfall there is that he doesn't have an Autobot logo located on in vehicle mode or in robot mode. But other than that, really superb figure. And I'll give you guys one more last 360 all around. So to go ahead and put Bulkhead back into his vehicle mode, I guess we can start with the arms. What you want to do is fold the hands in like so. And then you want to rotate at the upper arm like so, and make sure this is facing outwards, and then do the same thing with the other side. You want to fold the other hand in and rotate this very carefully. Make sure it doesn't come off, because it will come off, and then make sure this is facing outwards just like so. Next, what you want to do is take these shoulder panels, kind of lift them up like so, and do the same thing with the other side, kind of lift that up. And then you want to come around to the side, or actually come around the back, kind of lift these hands out of the way because they're going to be in the way. And you want to separate right here, if I can show you, just like that. And then bring this down just like so. And then do the same thing with the other side. Kind of lift his hand up, get that out of the way. And you want to separate this part here, just like so, and then bring this down, and just bring that the way it should be, just like so. So this is kind of how you want Bulkhead for now. I know it's a little bit of a mess, but it can be done. Next, what you want to do is you want to come around the back, and you want to bring this up so you can put Bulkhead's head back down. If I can do this for you. So just bring his head down just like so, and then bring this up like so. And then you want to bring his arms back just like this. Bring his arms back. So that'll be the next step. Next, what you want to do is you want to bring these arms down on an angle, just like so, kind of keep these up, like so, and then do the same thing with the other arm. You want to bring this arm down on an angle, so it looks like this. And then you take these two pieces here, and here, and you can tab them together. There's a peg where my finger is, and there's a hole right there, and you can just tab them together if I can do it just like that. So that'll be somewhat the next step. Next, what you want to do is you want to come around to the front. You want to bring these back like so. Just kind of bring them to the side. Do the same thing with the other side. Just bring this back like so. And with this, you want to bring this down like this. Fold that in like so. Bring that all the way down. Do the same thing with this side. You want to unpeg it. Bring this around like so. And then bring that all the way down just like that. So you have the bumper pretty much not done, but just the way you want it to look like. So the next step would be is untab this here like so, lift the bumper up like this, kind of get that out of the way, and then for these side doors, you just want to peg them in here like so. Do the same thing on the other side. You just want to bring this around here like so and peg that in there just like that. And then you want to make sure these are tabbed in, and you want to bring these down nice and slowly. Make sure they don't untab. If they do, you can just tab them back in. And just make sure that everything's all tabbed together. And then this part here, you want to bring down like so. And that'll be somewhat the next step of the transformation for Bulkhead. So the next step would be, after you get all that done, would be his legs. So just kind of keep that out, and you want to push this in, just like so. And you want to tuck in his feet, just like, I can do this, like that. Do the same thing with his other foot. Tuck his heel in, tuck his foot in. And I'll see if I can finish off the transformation. You want to be able to get his legs somewhat up inside in the underneath the bumper part. And it's kind of a tricky part, but you just got to work at it. Bring this up here like so. And there's if you guys can see, there's a tab right there, and there's a hole underneath there. And you want these tabs to tab right in there. It is a little bit of a task, but you just got to work at it. But that's pretty much how it looks in vehicle mode, but not just quite. But you just got to work at the feet. So I'll be back in a minute, and I'll just finish it off camera, and I'll explain to you what I did. So here we have Transformers Prime Bulkhead back into his vehicle mode. So I just had to tab everything all in nicely, so I do apologize. I did that off camera. I didn't want to take too much time. So this is how you want him to look like when he's back into his vehicle mode. So I do highly recommend to pick this figure up. If you happen to see him in stores, get him. You guys will not be disappointed. I know I'm not. Really, really cool figure. Awesome. So this is Mike Mouse 74 with my video review of Transformers Prime First Edition Voyager class Bulkhead. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, support the mouse, support your Transform community. Stay tuned for more reviews, more updates, and much, much more. Till then, thanks for watching, guys, and take care.